scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the same.
Hey, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We are going back into the classroom. It's been literally like 3 days, and this is already out of my brain. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already.
That's right.
I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. At the same time, we were like...
Yep. Down. Hi, Tadashi!
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm always in a good mood. I'm just still not used to being in the club, to you being in the club, that's all. I'm used to it. I go here.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Yes. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Because that's a totally cool thing for me to do.
Why that? All of a sudden.
No reason, really.
I want to know too.
I just wanted to look at it.
Yeah, what's up with the purse?
It's really pretty. It's Louis Vuitton. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open.
What's going on?
Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
Oh. That's not fair! How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room.
I see, she's
So,
conniving.
Either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some.
Lol.
But there's one more thing.
Oh.
You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
Whoa! I give up! I love these noises so much. Don't make me feel guilty!
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Jeez.
Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Sure. Yuri! Tell Tadashi to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford.
Rude mood killer.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Those are harsh words.
They are. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. This girl who likes horror.
Especially when it's like super insulting to me.
Yeah,
it's
right?
fine. Just put me in my place. It's great.
When you chaotically and creatively use your big words to destroy me, it's really invigorating.
In front of my best friend who I totally secretly like, but he doesn't know that. There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
Okay. That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Sure is.
Don't let her fool you.
That's your line.
Sorry. I really needed water. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwah!
Okay. Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
A spitball? Ow! What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic.
Who threw a cookie at my face?
Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution!
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
This girl.
Jeez, just eat it.
She's so happy.
Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
Yo, good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
Hold on. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Wow, it's true love. Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety.
Wow.
Yuri and I laugh as well.
Conniving. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyways?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
She has a boyfriend? That's true.
It's so insulting to all of them.
I know.
She's more desirable than all three of us. Hey!
Excuse me? See, she gets it.
Yeah. Suddenly, the door swings open.
Miss Popular?
Sorry. I'm super sorry.
Ugh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
We were just talking about you. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend?
You heard me.
What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
No.
Never mind that. What held you up, anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano?
She's so gifted.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Wow.
I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tadashi.
Monica smiles sweetly.
As she once again breaks her spine for the pose.
And flips her hair into the exact right position. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
You act like it's hard to finish a cookie.
I know.
Because she's a girl or something, and I'm a little bit insulted by it. Like, dang, this girl ate a cookie so fast. It's been at least 30 lines into the scene, and she finished a whole cookie and a bite of someone else's. Wow!
Coming
She's
from this
talented.
guy, I'm not surprised that he's like, wow, a girl finished a cookie.
A whole
Dang!
cookie.
How dare she eat faster than me, a man?
Oh, man.
Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today.
No cozy reading?
I slumped down into the nearest desk.
So depressing to read
How
by
am I
yourself.
supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this?
None of the books have pictures in them.
I don't have a pop-up. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read.
Oh,
I could
gosh.
probably fall asleep right now.
Do it.
I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
Great. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. Sorry. I was like, is this a competition? Why are we earning the first place? I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the right thing. Woo-hoo. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
She took it so seriously, I forgot how to read.
Deliberating, a word Sayori probably doesn't mean. No, but it means. Frack!
Can we words?
We can't! Hi guys, it's 10 o'clock at night.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Dude, what kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
Lol. I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. It's just so that I won't become a NEET as well. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah!
Little pixel.
What? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. She's so close to me, she's blurry. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry.
She jumped back as I pushed her.
She went, wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that.
We fell asleep.
This isn't the napping club.
Oh man, what an extracurricular.
That would be a fun club.
Does our school have a napping club?
I hope so. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. What if she knows my interests and gets to know me as a person? That would be a nightmare.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you?
Aww, that's kind of cute.
You look out for me better than you look out for yourself.
Aww.
You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Because I'm watching you through my window into your window, watching you watch anime. It's kind of like when your power goes out, but your neighborhood or your neighbor has
a
power.
generator.
Yeah. So that happened to us recently. We heard our generator, or we heard our neighbor whip out a generator in the middle of the night because power went out in the middle of the night. Why do you need your generator in the middle of the night? You're alive? Anyways, neighbor whipped out a generator. Middle of the night. It's like 2 a.m. And it's our next door neighbor. And generators are not quiet. So, you know, like here we are in our blissful sleep. And then all of a sudden, 2 a.m. I don't care that the power's out. I'm asleep. But my neighbor knows. And he goes, roar, in the middle of the night. And no one needs that. We're a small neighborhood. It's a circle.
That would be annoying.
Everyone in the circle can hear you because now it's 2 a.m. and we were sleeping, but you apparently need your ceiling fan to go. Oh. Apparently you can sleep through that if you get your sweet, precious air circulation.
That's hilarious.
Whatever.
Oof.
Jumping back in.
Sorry, the tired overtook me.
It's okay. Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
You liar. Huh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How was it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Excuse me, I'm just messy. Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
He touched a girl.
Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either.
It's off center, but it's cute.
And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here.
I need to do my laundry.
I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. I'm just a... I can't do it.
I am also a slob.
I'm just the clothing police of Sayori.
Hey, you meanie!
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? God. This is just a lot of lead up to like a really, like, just douchey comment. Like, he
That's
sucks.
so mean! That's super mean!
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom.
Don't button my clothes.
Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
I can tell you why.
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
This is why we don't button our blazer.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so,
No one looks good wearing a blazer that's like straining at the chest.
why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
She says, "Do it again." Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
Easy, breezy, beautiful. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? You are only built to please the male species. How dare you assume you should not?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this.
She is right.
It's true. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. So you can button it for me and no one can stop you.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things!
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier, you thick-skulled girl.
I will stop fantasizing about you in my dreams. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I will watch from my window through your window as you watch anime and fantasize about what could be happening.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Let's get married!
Let's learn self-care! Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
That was a lot.
Oh yeah. Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
I forgot we wrote another poem. Yay! Tadashi, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. She's like a golden retriever, except with weirdly light pink hair. Who do we want to talk to first?
Ooh. We did Yuri first last time, right?
Mhm.
Start with Natsuki. She's so simple.
Cutie.
Cutie. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Probably right. Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Humility is my strong suit.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength.
You're talking about that poem about breakfast? The thing that she wrote in the morning and ended with, "I'm hungry"?
Yeah. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so... fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary,
That
coming
was-
from someone with a weird bow in the front of their off-kilter bangs. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon.
That is true.
Because she's such an airhead.
She literally...
You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Sure do. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Okay.
This seems a little direct about a problem that isn't quite spiders.
Amy, gosh.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay.
Okay. Who do you want to go to next?
Monica?
Okay. I just drank water, so I'm ready.
Hi again, Tadashi. How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself.
Indeed.
Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I chose some great keywords.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. I know how to button a blazer and not be weird about it.
Apparently he doesn't.
Yeah.
So much tighter here.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being.
Practically.
Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Load me?
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? And that end sound is a really great soundbite to have out there for eternity, isn't it, in your own voice?
Load me.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. Of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing?
No.
What am I even talking about?
She broke the wall!
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
She spoke to us.
She did.
She knows we're here. All right, Sayori.
Okay.
Give your voice a break.
No.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Tadashi!
Ugh.
I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem.
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really! I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this.
Rude.
Maybe even Natsuki's.
Rude!
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Listen, I have a crush on you. Let me think what I think. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Tadashi poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
This is creepy.
You're so weird, Sayori.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. I don't know if I said that right. My mouth went good, or
I
bad.
think you said it right.
Okay. Moving forward. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. I for poetry, like, for a person to have their personal opinions about poetry and be like, this is a good poem, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah, it's how you feel about it.
Yeah. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
It's too hard. Aw, you want me to... Oh, hold on. Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice, happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It's not like you're the president of a literature club or anything.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Tadashi. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the same. I had to think about that as it happened. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe. Put it in a bottle to keep it safe.
Just like Dumbledore and his memories.
Dink. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry.
Sorry.
Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Do you like the little...
I don't know if that'll be picked up, but yeah.
Echo, echo.
Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've
gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Clearly I have no faith in her at all. I wonder if this is one of those times? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Pessimistic.
Alrighty.
Who to next? Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Tadashi. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday?
I guess you could say that.
I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem.
I'm interested. The raccoon.
The raccoon.
It happened in the It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Just an urge.
The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry. More and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Halfway through, raccoon dissolved into raccoon, and I was losing my mind.
It's like when trying to talk about pecans to someone, you always becomes pecan.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Like what?
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself.
What are you doing?
So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny.
Huh?
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting.
You can be friends.
To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it?
Maybe.
Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Aww.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Extra.
And we're gonna find out the extra in the next video.
Yay! Another
raccoon.
day. Another 4 poems. Raccoon?
Raccoon!
Raccoon.
That's a really good poem. That's actually my favorite in like the whole game.
Really?
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Couldn't stop giggling. And it wasn't just because raccoon. It was so serious of a metaphor.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know. There felt like some strange... Yes.
Do you have any inkling as to what it's about?
Like, specifically?
Is there anything that you think of?
No.
Like, it doesn't have to be specifics, just like...
I mean, yes, but I legitimately don't know how to express it.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry, I don't. I
Kid,
know
no.
this is a YouTube channel where
No,
I'm supposed
I'm
to
honestly
talk about what I think.
I'm honestly, the thing is just the poems, actually think about them for this game.
No, for sure. I
Trust-
have
like,
been.
okay.
A lot of people's personalities are very coming forward with like, I can see maybe this being their problem.
Okay, gotcha. We are going to end this here, though. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're staring into Monica's beautiful green eyes. Just Monica here on the screen.
Wow, so pretty.
And, yeah. So, it's cool. But we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye!